thought it was a bunch of guys racing cars around, kind of like NASCAR and beer drinking, all that good stuff. This is the richest people in the world for the richest sport. They come from everywhere.
Candid talk there from Las Vegas's top cop. Sheriff Kevin McMahill speaking his mind on the security threat posed by November's F1 auto race. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm David Charnes.
And I'm Denise Valdez. In a story you will only see on 8. Sheriff Kevin McMahill with some strongly worded comments about the upcoming Formula One race coming to Las Vegas this fall. 8 News Now investigator Kyle Payne with what he had to say. Kyle?
Well, Denise, David, the sheriff was the keynote speaker at a lecture panel at a recent Mob Museum event. The host asked him about the special events his force polices here in Las Vegas, and the sheriff didn't mince words.
Like one of those aerodynamic F1 cars careening down the track.
Look, F1 is quite frankly, it's a nightmare for me.
Metro's sheriff, Kevin McMahill, was off to the races.
So this type of an event is something that we've never dealt with before, the size of the footprint that we've never dealt with before. And, you know, the threat is huge, right?
The threat is huge, the sheriff told an audience at the Mob Museum July 12th, in part because the footprint he mentions is 3.8 miles of Las Vegas roadway, where cars will whip around at 220 miles an hour 50 times. In front of thousands of fans, and it's enough to make the sheriff nervous.
Quite frankly, I'm not nearly as nervous about the Super Bowl as I am about F1.
I think you should be nervous.
Retired Metro Lieutenant Ted Snodgrass was on the job along the area of the raceway for over 30 years. We met up with him along the F1 route.
I think when the sheriff's nervous, he conveys that to the assistant sheriffs and the personnel, and I think you do a better job when he's nervous because they pay attention to details.
Details, Snodgrass says, like how to get emergency crews into and out of the crowds, being that most of the side streets along the route are blocked off. He says the police need to protect the fans, the drivers, and be on the lookout for the criminal element or worse.
Whatever can go wrong will.
I'm not going to lie to you because, you know, it came upon us very quickly.
Meaning threats could be anywhere. It's something the sheriff says he relies on his special events experts to handle. And that there are so many special events in Las Vegas that he'll soon be forming a bureau to handle them.
Think about this. We're going to pretty soon have baseball, hockey, football. Some of that stuff will be all the same weekend with a major fight and all of the, and for some reason we concentrated it all right down there at Tropicana and Las Vegas Boulevard. Brilliant. And decided to drop Tropicana while we're doing this, while we're doing all the traffic. So I don't know, it's just been brilliant all along the way, but hey, we're dealing with it, right?
The sheriff really had a lot to say. We asked the sheriff to expand on or explain those comments, but he would not. His office sent a statement. It says in part, quote, Sheriff Kevin McMahill met with F1 officials on Thursday, July 20th. It's about a week after that event. The LVMPD Special Events Section and F1 representatives have been meeting for months to prepare for the November race. While Las Vegas is no stranger to hosting big events, this will be the first time we have a race of this magnitude running down Las Vegas Boulevard. LVMPD's priority is always public safety. David.